Right-of-way engineering products. There are two types of right-of-way engineering products produced for ODOT: right-of-way drawings and right-of-way descriptions. So we'll start with right-of-way drawings. What is this right-of-way drawing? It's an internal ODOT document used to design and show proposed right-of-way takings for ODOT projects. It serves as an index of our right-of-way files and property rights. It's used to record sales of excess ODOT property. It's a research resource for our highway system, access control, reservations, etc. In short, it is a living document. So the purpose, first, it's used to prepare the legal descriptions for proposed property acquisitions. It's used then by the right-of-way agents and the appraisers in preparation to acquire the property. It's used by right-of-way property management to identify excess ODOT property for future sales. It's used by right-of-way for access research, and it is used by the general public, consultants, other governmental agencies for right-of-way research. We have two basic types of right-of-way drawings that are produced: roll maps and sheet maps. So roll maps, currently we have A maps. These are 36 inches wide, done mostly for, say, an interchange project or projects where the right-of-way takes covers a wide area. Second type of roll map is a B map. The B map is 24 inches wide, and that's the standard size that we use. The maximum length of both A and B maps is 200 inches as plotted. That would be 16 feet 6 inches. This length restriction is due to a maximum size of 200 inches by 200 inches of a PDF document, because when we plot our maps today, we're plotting them to PDF. Now, the roll map numbering convention. The roll map number is an old system that referred to a cabinet that the hard copy drawing was stored in. Each cabinet had 36 cubby holes. Each cubby hole could hold approximately 36 maps. When a cubby hole or cabinet became full, a new one was started. So the earliest B maps were stored in cabinets 1 and 2. Latest B map cabinet is 10. So here you have a map number, 9B-18-17. Well, since it's a B map, it's 24 inches wide. It's located in cabinet number 9, cubbyhole number 8, and it was the 17th map in that particular cubbyhole. So these cabinets are located in the Map and Plan Center in the TLC building in Salem. Hard copies of the right-of-way maps are no longer being plotted or stored in Salem. Instead, they're plotted to a PDF document and stored digitally. And the old numbering system carried over and is currently still being used. So sheet maps, we have various sheet maps. We have our 1R-3 and 1R-4 maps. We have Forest Service and BLM filing plats, railroad encroachment drawings, exhibit drawings, otherwise known as sketch maps, have exhibits drawings that are done for jurisdictional transfers and relinquishments. We have the map for the design corridor resolution, and I'm going to throw in court exhibits, even though we really don't do those anymore for DOJ, or very infrequently. So the 1R3 sheet map, these are 12 inches by 24 inch is the size, and they're used for small projects of around 1 to 4 files, such as intersection, signals, wetland mitigation, survey approval maps. The 1R4 sheet map is 11 by 17 ledger size. used to be a little bit larger than that. We shrunk it down to 11 by 17 so it could be easily printed out on a printer. Again, we're going to use that for small projects of around 1 to 4 files in intersections, signals, wetland, survey approval, that sort of thing. So BLM filing plats, these are 8.5 by 11 inches. It's an exhibit drawing that's prepared for projects crossing BLM land, Bureau of Land Management. The right-of-way is taken as a permanent easement for highway right-of-way purposes, and these plats take the place of a written description. Now, they will be submitted for approval, and they're subject to approval by the BLM. So Forest Service plats, similar to the BLM plats, they're 8.5 by 11 exhibit drawings, and we prepare those when our highway crosses National Forest System property. The right-of-way again is taken as a permanent easement for highway right-of-way purposes as opposed to fee, and the plats take the place of the written description. These plats are subject to review by the Forest Service. Now, railroad encroachment drawings. This is an 11 by 17 exhibit, and it shows the proposed encroachment on the railroad and is used as an attachment to the written description. Unlike a 1R4 drawing, the exhibit is not assigned a drawing number. However, the proposed encroachment is shown on the right-of-way roll map. Now, if all your project is railroad encroachment, this can be assigned a 1R4 map number. So sketch maps. These are small drawings, usually 8.5 by 11, and they are prepared to accompany each right-of-way file. The drawings are produced to assist the agent and the appraiser to acquire the proposed taking. These drawings are not attached to the recorded acquisition deed. Now here we have jurisdictional transfer. These exhibits, 8.5 by 11, and they're part of the resolution which is transferring jurisdiction of a state highway to a city or a county. The drawings may be simple on the left or complex, say on the right. It depends on the transfer, and this is a headquarters function. So relinquishments. So property that was acquired for improvements to a local city or county facility is transferred to these agencies by a right-of-way relinquishment. A relinquishment differs from a jurisdictional transfer in that ODOT does not have any jurisdiction over the facility. We just acquired property to improve it, and it is not part of the state highway system. As with jurisdictional transfers, relinquishments are a headquarters function. So design corridor resolution or survey approval map. This is a map prepared under Highway Procedure HWY Pro 04, the Highway Corridor and Design Resolution. It's an old procedure by which ODOT attained OTC approval of a route location and highway design for a project. And court exhibits. These are specialized drawings prepared at the request of the Department of Justice attorney for a court trial. Usually they're large format, around 24 inches by 36 inches, though the attorney may request different sizes and typically show the property and highway improvements before the project and after the project is completed. Used to do a lot of these back in the 90s. Not so much nowadays, my understanding. I think DOJ would probably consult this function out elsewhere. Okay, right-of-way descriptions. So what is this description? It's a legal description, defines a parcel of land being purchased or easement rights we're going to acquire for a project, or to find excess ODOT property that is being sold. Now, we acquire property in fee title, permanent easement, or temporary easements. Legal description is used as an attached Exhibit A in a warranty deed or bargain and sale deed. The legal description must be capable of being made certain, describing the parcel of land in an unambiguous way. So, how are they prepared? Well, that's one part of a right-of-way file, which contains the entire history of the acquisition. Each acquisition from a particular grantor is assigned a unique right-of-way file number, which consists of a right-of-way project number and a sequence number, i.e. 7123001. The right-of-way project number is different from the project key number, and it is assigned by the right-of-way section. Right-of-way files are not limited to tax lots. A deed can describe property being acquired which covers multiple tax lots with the same owner, even if the tax lots are not contiguous with each other. So, a right-of-way file can also cover an acquisition of property that has multiple owners or leaseholders. A single right-of-way file, though, cannot cover acquisitions of different properties with different owners. Different types of right-of-way can be acquired with the same deed by using multiple parcels within the description. We do have a hierarchy of these parcels. So, first parcels are going to be fee takes, followed by permanent easements. After permanent easements will be temporary easements. And the last parcel in the description would be an excess fee take. So there's typical description. 3 parcels here, parcel 1 being fee, parcels 2 and 3 are temporary easements. So the attached exhibit contains all the parcels being acquired. Each parcel of the description has a title defining the type of right-of-way being purchased, a caption locating the parcel by deed reference, subdivision, donation land claim, and/or section, has a centerline description, basis of bearing, and the area taking of the parcel. It may contain qualifying and augmenting clauses. One thing you won't see in the description is the parcels cannot be described by reference to a tax lot only. In addition to the Exhibit A, there's an addendum. Now, the addendum is just metadata about the right-of-way file, and this is used in the acquisition process. It includes the grantor's name, number of parcels in the description, type of access rights being acquired, location by section and tax lot, any remainder area, and it has information on prior right-of-way files. This information sheet is for internal use only, and it is not included in the deed. Now, prior to the implementation of the Right-of-Way Information Tracking System, otherwise known as RITS, the addendum was produced by the writer as a separate sheet of the description. This has now been automated by RITS with the metadata entered in specific fields and the addendum generated by the system. So, stamping descriptions. Per ODOT preference, written legal descriptions for ODOT property acquisitions, surplus property sales, relinquishments, and jurisdictional transfer resolutions must be prepared by or under the supervision and control of a registered land surveyor and stamped with the surveyor's seal. This policy satisfies ORS 672.025 and OAR 820-010-0621, requiring professional land surveyors to stamp all final documents. Though the law allows either a wet signature or a digital signature, it is ODOT's policy that documents be sealed with a digital signature. So all final documents that will be recorded in the county records for acquisitions, surplus property sales, and transfers are required to be sealed with the surveyor's digital stamp. Now, the Exhibit A, we stamp the last page of the Exhibit A description. Forest Service and BLM plats, then they take the place of the written description. They're stamped. Exhibit B drawings produced for jurisdictional transfers, relinquishments, and abandonments are stamped. And since these drawings are included in the deed to be recorded, and the surveyor will stamp any other document that may be considered a final document and provided to others outside the agency, even though it is not intended to be recorded. Okay, here's examples of what we record. The Exhibit A, description, we stamp the last page. BLM plats and Forest Service plats, we stamp the pages on those. Jurisdictional transfers, we stamp both the written description and the Exhibit B drawing that accompanies them. Same with relinquishments. The description and the drawing is they're both stamped. So, what is not required? The addendum sheet is not sealed with the surveyor's stamp. This sheet contains just metadata entered in the system by various people, not just the surveyor producing the legal description, and it is generated in the RIT system. Right-of-way drawings, including sketch maps, are not sealed with the surveyor's stamp. The right-of-way drawing is not, they are not considered to be final documents. They are updated with revisions during the project. After the project completion, updates will continue as donations, surplus property sales, and transfers occur along this portion of the highway corridor. The right-of-way drawings are living documents. Sketch map, that's a snapshot of the right-of-way map, and it is not considered a final document or record, and it is not recorded with the deed. So we put a status stamp placed on the right-of-way drawings, and the sketch map should have a status stamp indicating that it is subject to change. Okay, that concludes right-of-way engineering products. For more information on the right-of-way process and right-of-way engineering in general, refer to the right-of-way engineering manual available on the ODOT website.